Oh yeah, you're in the studio with the live local artist today. We're hanging on the cliff at the Taquería El CI. Y cuando te dicen que sí hay, entonces ya sabes que sí hay. There are a lot of restaurants that come and go in our lifetimes, but there are a few that remain throughout the duration of our memory. Here we are at one of those spots in the just outside of the Bishop Arts. I drive by here on many occasions at different times of the day, and there are always people standing around waiting for their tacos, which has always brought me to want to make a painting of this, to capture it while it's still here. And so here we go. Without further ado, I'm going to get right to it. I don't know what I've got on my palette. I've got some greens, some yellows, some blues. I just added some white. There's a little red. I have this cup here. I'm going to add some medium to it. We're going to just get a little scrubby, a little dirty, and we're just going to have some fun with this piece here. Come on with it. It's muggy out today. And when I say muggy, I mean muggy. Man, I'm standing out here. There's a little bit of an overcast. There's hardly any kind of a breeze, and it is warm. Warm, my friends, I tell you. I'm out here for you, so you don't have to be. Anyhow, here we go. It's a simple shaped building. The colors, the people, that's what draws me out here today. The low-lying structure, the simple advertisement on the side, Taquería El CI, and mostly the people standing around, knowing that they're about to get something good, trusting in the quality that they have come to expect, and the word that they have heard from their friends, because there are many first-time visitors coming out here and experiencing the taqueria scene for the first time. Dallas has a rich, vibrant history with food in regards to taquerias and fine dining restaurants, and here we are at this establishment today. Let's see, I've got some green and some blue, and I'm mixing it up here, and I'm going to brush that along the bottom there for my shadowy cement. Ooh, it's a lot more green than I wanted. Where is my mineral spirits? I've got to go to the truck. I left my mineral spirits in the truck. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Thanks for tuning in. I'm here again. And let's see. We're gonna clean off my brush a little bit, brush that down here at the bottom, spread that color around. We got we want it to fill up, but not overwhelm my composition, the building. I want to be able to have the line of people standing around. So I'm going to divide my canvas up. I'm going to divide up my canvas. As you can see here, let's step back and look at our landscape here for a moment. We have the structure, the initial structure. There will be people coming and going. And so I'm going to leave plenty of room on the far right side of my canvas to incorporate figures. And then I'm just going to break it up just on the far side of the halfway point here, and keep it just above the horizon line, the roof of the building. Let's see how that works out for me. Blocking in some form, some mass. I'm going to eventually paint that over with some white. There's an awning here, a little bit of structure. It's going to reach out across, and our figures are going to be right in here, standing around, loitering about. Some of them sitting on the rail, because there's a low-lying rail here, waiting for their tacos, their pupusas, their burritos, their quesadillas, whatever it may be. There is the vent at top, the sign that reads Taquería El CI, the air condition, and the side of another one. Looks like a a signage right here, the side of a sign. We're gonna move all this over a little bit. I went a little bit too far over to the left. I'm gonna decrease the size of everything. Just kind of, now everything looks green. You're probably wondering, how am I gonna turn that into a painting? Well, stick around, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna bring you in closer so you can see as it happens a little bit clearer. I'm glad you're tuning in today. If this is your first time watching, welcome. If you've been following me for a little while, thank you. Tell your friends about it. Share it with your friends. Let them know that there's an artist who's out doing his thing. Reminiscent of Bob Ross, only not in the studio, painting from life. Kind of like all those artists that we read about. Vincent van Gogh, Claude Monet, Manet, all of the greats out painting with the people, because artists belong to the people. I'm gonna paint some white in here. Ooh, that's not white enough. More white, more white. I'm gonna just brush that in across there. Loosen up with your drawing, folks. When you're loose with your drawing, everything begins to flow a little bit better. If you're uptight and your muscles are tight, it's hard to keep a straight line. It's hard to like anything you do. You're going to be miserable the entire time that you're painting. I'm not outlining the trim of the building here because it's got green trim all the way to there. Okay, and then there is a side window here that has green trim. There's a lot of red and green. I like the contrasting colors. It gives me something to paint. And then in the background, there's some green building. We're just gonna block in a little bit of green form there. And then there's green of the trees, but that's a different kind of green. We're gonna have a little bit of this French ultramarine to our, what is that, cinnabar from Amare. We're gonna mix that in here, and we're going to cut in up here at the top the green foliage of the trees that are happening across the street. And that's gonna help to frame in our building, La Taqueria. Right back here, this is telling us you can't go any further. Thou shalt not pass. Well, there you are. Very simple strokes, not a lot to it. I hope you're having a good time, and I hope it's easy for you to follow along. Today I'm feeling a little bit ornery. Maybe it's because it's so hot out, but I'm out here anyways. And, you know, we're going to be enjoying this painting here. There's only 2 people out here waiting for tacos right now, but when I first got here, there was like a line of 10 people. They're pumping out the tacos, and people keep showing up. So we're going to keep painting. We are at Taqueria El CI on the corner of Cedar Hill and Davis in Oak Cliff. Thanks for joining me. If you're in the area, come by, say hi, have a taco with me. But for now, we're gonna mix up some color on the palette, and we're going to get to work in framing in the rest of our building, because when the time comes, there will be a line of folks for us to paint. Here we go. I'm gonna pick up some purple on my brush because I have some purple down on my palette. I'm using the same palette that I used yesterday. If you are wondering what color's on my palette, just go back and check, because I couldn't tell you right now. I mean, I could, but I'm trying to paint. I'm gonna scrub in some purple. Look at that purple. Whoa, wow, that's a little bit, that was unexpected. I like it. I'm gonna keep it there. We're gonna move that, some of that up to the what do you call that, the rooftop there, and we're going to drag that purple across. Wow, that's a pretty color. What can I say? I like it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna sweat it. It definitely does not belong. If I were to be doing this in some kind of a academic kind of setting, I might be frustrated with that move right there. But hey, we're on the streets. We can do whatever we want. We're gonna brush in some of this awning here, and it's just a squiggly wiggly white line. Look at that. That's that corrugated tin roof of an awning that's probably been there longer than you have been on this planet. Now we're gonna get some, I'm just using a big fat brush. I'm not really worried too much because I'm loose today. Loose. Let me get some of this red here because there's it's trimmed out in red. Everything is trimmed out in red. We're gonna just tap a little bit here. It's going under the corrugated. It's bracing up that techo. It's bracing up the techo. That's right, there it is. And then we're going to drop down some, that stuff goes all the way down to the ground, right there. There's some more of this over here, right there. And we're going to put another one close by, right there. All right, not real sure if I got my perspective right, but like I say, perspective. Let's get some blue on my brush there. We're gonna brush in that blue right there on that. Look, there's a to-go window right there, but it doesn't work. There's a trash can on the side here. We're gonna brush this up a little bit, get a little trash can action right there. And we're gonna brush this around the bottom here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just here enjoying my time. I need to put some Van Dyke Brown on my palette so I can put that on the roof. We're gonna put some Van Dyke Brown. We're gonna get my brush all nice and drippy wet with some mineral spirits, brush that into that Van Dyke Brown. Whatever color comes is the color we'll use. Oh, look at that drip. Oh, it's all drippy. It's like it's raining. We did get a little bit of raindrops earlier. I'm gonna let that drip. I'm not gonna sweat it. I know you're wondering why. I couldn't tell you exactly why, but that's the way it is. You know, that all gets painted white anyways, so don't sweat it. Don't sweat it too much. Just sit back, enjoy what you're doing, brush in some more of that, let that all kind of just mingle around. You know what I'm saying? It's like hump day, bro. Like hump day over around here. We're gonna just, no, we're not, but you know what I'm talking about. All right, let's see here. Well, let's get some white up there. Paint up some of this Taqueria El CI. Yeah. I know. Look at that. That's the side of a building. Ooh, this is loose. This is gritty. It's drippy. It's swirly. It's like Cayenne Satin came down himself and just like threw up all over my canvas, bro. Oh, Taqueria El CI. You know, I hope you're having a good time watching, because I'm having a good time painting. This signage here, right there, that says it all. Because aquí sí hay tacos. Now, we're gonna get a little bit of this this blue sky. It's cloudy. It's overcast. It's providing me some comfort, but it's not providing me any kind of relief from the humidity. So we're gonna paint that in over there. We're gonna paint a little bit of that over there. It's all about balance and harmony, you know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna add some green to that because of the wonderful things it does. Dun 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 dun. There's like this aqua colored building down there. Who else paints their buildings aqua color except for the people of the sun? You know what I mean? We're putting some shingles in. Shingles de shingles. There's shingles de shingles aquí in the Taqueria El CI. Look at that. Yeah, you know, it's almost as bad as those paintings that you see at the Chuy's restaurants all the time, but it's still pretty good. All right, enough messing around, folks. Let's get serious. Time to think about the people that are standing around waiting for their tacos, because it's noble. Yes, indeed, it's noble to patron the small businesses in your neighborhood, because without them, where would we be? Where would we be? Big chain restaurants eating all the time, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A. All right, this is like the vent hood, the exhaust that blows out all the taco smell. Because, you know, after all day in the kitchen making tacos for the people, you don't want to walk out smelling like a taco, so you need to have a good ventilation system. Now we got something over here. This looks like the air conditioning unit. And then there's the sign that faces the other frontage road here. This corrugated metal here, yeah, we're going to do a little bit of that number to it. And then it's got a little of this going on. And then some of that right there. I know you're saying it doesn't look much like a taco. Well, it's not a taco. It's a taqueria. We're gonna brush that around there. Sure, I could be painting at a Hooters, but they're all closed right now. Look at that. Looking good, except for the parts that aren't. We're gonna add some more red. That red instead. And then there's this, you know, when they close down, they got this cover that rolls. It's like a garage door, except it's smaller, and it's for the window here. So we're gonna just put a block of red right there. And then they've got these red posts all around the buildings, standing at attention, protecting the building from that wayward car that might pass by and not stop in time. So we've got these metal posts, and let's see, there's words right there and a poorly drawn figure. Listen to me talking about poorly drawn. Ha! Anyways, let's see, we need to finish off our sky before we go any further. What do you think? You know, I was looking earlier, in fact it was last night, I was looking at a documentary on Cayenne Saltine, and I think that's why my my landscape is coming out the way it is. It's all wonky. We're gonna add some of this color back here because it's gonna give us a little separation and a little bit of distance, and it feels good, you know. It's a little modern, it's a little abstract. It's feeling, oh, what's the word? Come on, give me a word. Snap, snap. It's feeling like a taqueria. I'm gonna step back. I haven't stepped back to look at what I'm doing here. You can see the colors, you can see what's going on. It's very loose. That's what we call loose, and it's a good way to paint. I know many people wonder, how do they do that? Well, let me give you a tip. Use a big brush. Use a big brush and learn to not care. I know, it's hard, right? We need a little highlight up here. There's a little thing right here, and then another thing right here, right? So let's see, we're gonna add a little cerulean blue now. We're gonna pick up a little bit of this Van Dyke brown. We're gonna go over here to this white mess, and we're picking up some color, and this is gonna be some shadows for our sky. I don't even know. You know, sometimes, why do we even roll out of bed? I don't know. Let's see what we can do with this here. Don't give up, folks. It's looking kind of sloppy, but stick with me. Stick with me, bro. There's a lot of cars here, because they give the goods around here. Taqueria El CI. You know, there's like this mechanical stuff coming out of the roof. Pay attention to that. It helps to create the feeling of what it is we're trying to capture here. What is it we're trying to capture? I don't even know, but we're doing it anyways. It's something. There's some squares, there's some color, there's some lines. It's almost a little too abstract for me, but I know what I'm looking at, and I just keep pushing ahead, because that is the plight of the painter. You know, we stand before a blank canvas, we look at it, we bend reality in order to fit our subjective personification of the delineation of line and color, and then we emerge from this. Oh, look at that. It's almost like being asleep. Look at that. That's like a big clump of white dripping down my canvas. My sky is white. It's full of clouds, pregnant with humidity, waiting to deliver, and then allow us to revel in the afterbirth of a cool late summer rain. We're gonna blend that in with the sky that's happening down here and just kind of waka 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 all the way to the top. There's a Taqueria El CI right here, and then there's some white here that needs to be, something needs to happen here. You know, it's a big scribble scrabble of color and emotion. It's like Billy Ocean. All the emotion like Billy Ocean. All right, you don't know who Billy Ocean is? You better Google that. There it is. That's what we're looking at. That's my mess. That's the mess that inspired it. That's me. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at my painting. I'm looking at the subject. And I'm just kind of in between right now. You know, it's like that. There's a period of time in each painting when I don't even know why I even started. You go through that? Do any of my painter friends go through that? Let me know. You know, it's good to know that you're not alone. Well, so I'm stepping back. I'm looking at the painting. I'm thinking to myself, something must have rolled in because my allergies are nuts today. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Anyways, so I've been thinking about this painting for Taqueria El CI for a long time now. It's taken me a while to finally get around to just pulling over and making this painting. And here I am today, and I'm deliberately just junking it on the canvas, almost disregarding the amount of time and energy it has taken me to finally get to this point because I think, for me anyways, the painting process is a lot about just bucking the system. Just saying, I'm gonna do it anyways, even though everything in my life and everything all around me tells me not to, really, because nobody cares, but you care, and I care, and in that is everything. So we need some more color. Thank you. You see, I come out here, I do this thing, and it might go unnoticed by countless millions, but there's those one or two individuals that walk by and give me a thumbs up, and there we connect. All right, here we are. Now, I know he didn't know what he was talking about because this painting looks like crap. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Let's see here, Taqueria El CI. Maybe we're gonna put those words in there. We're gonna start. How do I do letters? Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. How I do letters. I get some medium on my brush. The lettering I'm looking at is red, and I usually scrawl it backwards. Why? I don't know why, but it seems to fit better whenever I do. So give it a whirl. Sometimes you don't need to know the analytics behind why things work out. Just do it if it does. Okay, now I'm going to give you something to focus on right quick. Okay, check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Taqueria El CI, and I'm going to put that right there. I can already tell, just having checked between there and here, that my dimensions are off. I'm going to be in trouble, but we're going to do it anyways. And here we go. If I can get those letters in, you're going to believe that we're standing in front of a taqueria. And that's what my ultimate goal is. So I need to think about this. I need to check it before I wreck it. I probably need another half inch over there on the far left side of that building. So I'm going to get my flat brush and I'm going to push that white over a little bit more and try to encroach upon the outskirts of this painting here so I can get at least the T and the A in there. T and A! Come on! Let's get you in. Alright, I think it's going to be enough room there. The rest of it I'm just going to have to figure out as I go. Taqueria El CI. Alright. Give me a T. what I usually do is I'll begin with the first letter. B, T. Ooh, I think I went too much with that. I gotta get control of my brush. There's the T. You see that sloppy T? You see my sloppy T right there? That's what we got. You know what? It looks hand brushed. Okay. We can straighten it out always, like everything. Just kind of cut back that right there. And then we're going to do that right there. Right? Look. And now I'm going to take the back side of one of my brushes here. See that? It's kind of angled. And I'm going to scratch in. Because this is a siding, corrugated siding. I need a line to follow. Taqueria. And then we're going to take my A. Taqueueria. Look, oh, lucky me. It's got an even number of letters. So what I'll do is I'll count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. That's the halfway point. The A should end about there. Taqueria. Give me a little A. Give me an A. A. Give me a crossbar right there. You got your T and you got your A. And the rest of it needs to fit in between there. And for me, like I said, it helps to go backward. I don't know why. I just do it. I. Excuse me, sir. You're in front of my R. R. Letters are so painstaking. You got to do it though. Taqueria. E. Can we do without that E? No. You need your E. E. Ooh, I feel like we're getting close here. Ooh. Ugh. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Q. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh, that messed it up. That messed it all up. Dang it. I need to get my... Hold on. Let's get that off of there. Ugh. Alright. Nothing is straight. Nothing is right. It's okay. We do it anyways. We just do it anyways. And then if somebody complains, well, what can we say? They're right. They have a right to complain. It looks like crap. But you know what? Where were you when I was making the painting? Okay, let's get your Q right there. Oh, who puts a Q in front of a U? Oh. Okay, we just erased my T because we need room for my A. We had to just like redo some stuff here, but you know what? Let's get that in. It's gonna establish some stuff. We'll work it out. Let's get that T right there. Taqueria. I'm gonna get some more white because dang it. That was a kick in the knees. This did not work out quite the way I wanted. I can move that A over. Oh my goodness. They're never gonna hire me to paint their side of their building. I hope everybody's having a good day because I'm like over here struggling with letters and stuff. Hey, letters aren't my thing. What can I say? Give me a bouquet of roses from 100 yards away where all I have to do is blob some color, and we're in business. But here we are at Taqueria El CI, and there's some people out here waiting for their tacos, and that's what I'm all about. People. I love people. I'm gonna sneeze. Give me 1 second. Me. Pardon me. Thank you. All right. Now, like I was saying, I'm all about the people. I'm a people person. I'm a people painter. They're a lot easier than lettering. You just blob on that color, extrude a couple of legs, a couple of arms, and put a blob on for the hair, and then scribble scrabble for the face, and you're good. Utrillo style. That's what I call it. Utrillo style. Let's see here. The King of Chaos. Here we go. L. We'll work out that top stuff over here. Between the A and the Q is an L. Down here at the bottom. Yeah, we get better as we go. Sometimes. Ooh, that sun's coming out. Starting to bake. Telling me I'm messed up. C. I. El C. Hey. That's I, folks. I know that. I speak Spanish. El C. I. Boom! Taqueria El C. I. Step back and look at your painting, even though it's difficult with the sun coming out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I need a smaller brush to write the letters in here. And this sign, if I can make this sign look right, I think it'll tie everything in together. I keep telling myself that there's little elements here, but overall, you know, you got to make a good drawing. You got to make a good painting. You got to just like take your time. I'm totally bucking the system here. I'm just like attacking, pushing forward, and I'm aiming for at the end all of these directions, all of these movements, all of these brush strokes are going to culminate into a fantastic composition. The one that I see before me and the one that is in my mind that I want to present for you. We're missing some people. All right, I'm going to start doodling in. No, I'm going to not doodle in the people yet. I'm going to continue working on the form of my building because I'm not satisfied. I'm stepping back. I'm taking a step back from this consternation. I'm cleaning off my brush, getting some green on my brush. Yeah, the green of that trim. We're gonna trim out my building right here. Boom. There's a 1x4 coming across the bottom there. It goes all the way across the bottom. That little piece of trim. Trim. And it goes across the top too. I think if we can do that, we can start, you know, it's gonna feel like a taqueria. It feels like a taqueria right now. Just kind of halfway dilapidated, a little greasy. Put that I feel sprinkles. Thank you, the God of the sprinkles, for shedding some down upon me. Just kind of keep it off so it doesn't ruin my paint. Oh my goodness. Let's do that. I need a little bit more blue in that to capture that distant color of that building in the background, just to create some kind of distance. I'm going to omit the cars that are in the picture. Where's my Van Dyke Brown? I know I squeezed some out. Is that you? Oh, so few, so little. What am I doing with you? I'm going to put you right here. There's some scribble scrabble with some branches going on around here. We're cutting in on that sign and that air conditioning system. Just kind of blocking in form around our building. Yeah, it's a little sloppy. We're tightening it up as we go. Bear with me. It's a good way to start, and then you just kind of like bringing reality slowly into focus as you're tuning in. And if you've ever looked out of a microscope, yeah, a microscope, look down the tube of a microscope, and then you have to adjust the knobs so that you can hone in on the little microorganisms on the petri. Well, that's kind of what I'm doing here. My Petri dish is a 9 by 14 canvas, or is that an 11 by 14 canvas? I'm glad everybody's here today. You know, it's good to be the king. We're going to that taqueria is starting to come along. A little bit of work on the roof, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We're gonna be all right. We are standing at the corner of Cedar Hill and Davis Highway 180, Texas Highway 180 in Oak Cliff. There's some clouds in the sky. There's some tacos on the grill. And there's some paint on my brush. All those things come together to make this one momentous occasion in which I think that history is made. You know, I often think to myself, what would Van Gogh, what would Monet, Manet, and all the Impressionists, what would they have done had they had access to social media the way we do today? They would have been blabbing about each and every painting that they made. The conversation would have been incessant. It would have been a chatter back and forth regarding what they saw from another painter and how they are going to approach it this time. And that's what I'm doing, folks. I'm paying a little homage to all those that came before me that would trek out to make the painting of that thing that they saw that they felt like needed to be captured. And today it's El Taqueria El CI. It sounds like a detective drama where they crack the case on at every episode. We're going to create a little separation here between this and that and the other thing. If things are coming together, you just have to be patient with them. Don't push too hard, but push constantly. Never give up. I'm going to step back. Remember, always step back. Well, thank you for joining us all the way from Long Island, New York. I'm pleased to have you here. We're here in Dallas, Texas. I was going to say sunny Dallas, Texas, but it's not so sunny today. We've got an overcast of clouds. It looks like it wants to rain. It's trying to rain, but at this time of year, it's a lot of hype. We get a lot of hype from our atmosphere. It like builds up all day long, and by the evening time, and then it just kind of releases like a whoopee cushion, and we get nothing. But I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're joining me. Please follow me online. Set an alert so that you can get a little notification whenever I go live. Tell your friends about it, and tell me you love me in every way possible. We're going to paint a little bit more. Look, the clouds are leaving. All right, let's scrumble in. I say scrumble because it's not really drawing and it's not really scribble scrabble. It's more like a scrumble. We're picking up some blue, some purple. We're gonna add a little yellow to that. What we're trying to create is just a color for the mass that will be our first person who is leaning against this pole here, waiting for his tacos. He knows it's going to be a wait, but it's going to be a worthwhile wait. So he's just chilling. He's got his back to the post. He's got his eye on the window. So the moment that la señora viene con sus tacos, ahí está listo para agarrarlos. He's ready for those tacos. And so am I. Hurry up already. Let's get some. And then I take that color, right, and I put it into different places around my canvas. Just like that, right? You think it's sloppy because it is. It's sloppy. But we'll tighten it up as we go. Stepping back right now, looking at the way that things are. Oh, he looks like a cowboy. Look, there's somebody making an order. So we're gonna mix up a little bit of a darker color. We're going with a sideways brush stroke here as he stands at the window. There's the taco belly. And then he's like placing an order there. Yeah, all these blobs, we're gonna tighten them up. Well, we can anyways. There's a guy sitting over here on the rail waiting for his tacos. He's looking at his phone. He's probably watching me as I'm painting him on the live feed at live local artists on Facebook and on Instagram and all that stuff. We're gonna get a little darker color here. I'm out of Van Dyke Brown on my palette. Dang it. I wish I had some Van Dyke Brown. I would have mixed it in right there, but I was a little too lazy to just go grab some more. Maybe I should switch my brush out. Maybe. You know, sometimes I think that to myself, but I continue to persist onward with that big sloppy brush, and I don't care. If you don't care, I don't care. We get there anyways. I'm scrubbing out the white that I see from the primer, and that's gonna kind of, you know, solidify stuff for me. I'll be able to decide better where I need to put the subsequent brush strokes once the white of the canvas is gone. That primer, that factory finish primer, well, you know, folks, it causes problems. It like messes with your mind. It makes you feel like things are not right. So I work to get rid of it. Well, I'm glad everybody's joining me today. Tell your friends about it. Like and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram. I got something on LinkedIn and on Twitter and on just about every social media platform you can think of. I don't always follow them up, but you know, it is what it is. We're here. You're here. I'm here. Taqueria here. And we keep painting because what else are we going to do? You know, we started this mess. We got to kind of finish it. Let's do it. I'm putting a highlight right there. I'm putting some white light right there and a little stroke right there. Right there, there's a sign. And then there's the top of an awning right there coming towards you. Ooh, that was a good move right there. Back up. Enjoy what you did. Pat yourself on the back. Not everybody's doing this. It's not easy. So, I hope everybody is gaining something out of this. At least the entertainment of watching somebody dance before a canvas to make a painting. Like, you know, it doesn't happen often. I'm going to sit back now. I'm going to analyze what it is I've done with the canvas, and I've got to decide, what am I going to do next? Am I going to order a taco of lengua or a taco of barbacoa? What will it be? Notice, this place has not been empty for a single moment. That tells you something about the Taqueria El CI. I would suggest, if you're in Dallas, come and check it out. Check it out, folks. We got a lovely little lady standing right here waiting for tacos. I'm brushing some of the blue jean right there. Now it's got color is like confetti, right? It's like a piñata just busted open. And we're gonna do some of this, some of that. You know, no rules here, man. No rules. You've already gone like the way of the Donner Party. Okay, I'm stepping back because I got to put the roof on now. The roof color has to be the right color. It's kind of in the middle between Van Dyke Brown and a gray. So we're going to add some, and it's got a lot of sunlight reflecting off of it. So we're going to take some cadmium light. We're going to take and mix that with some dioxazine purple, and then we're going to smack that on across the top and across the surface of the roof there, all the way across. That's sunlight reflecting, and then we pick up some white on a dirty brush, and we go back over that stuff. We're going to come another angle because, ooh, that's too much white. Mix that up some more. I didn't mix it up enough. I got too much pure white. And we're going to remember the contours of the surface that you're painting, right? Follow it somewhat. If you can, you can. You really can. I say if you can, but I say that like I know you can, right? There's no reason for you not to follow those contours. You can stroke your brush any way you like, and you can follow any contour that exists. Now, you see that? Watch what I do next. I'm going to squeeze out some sap green, and I'm going to put that right now on my palette. Like that. A big glob of sap green. More sap green than I'm probably going to use today. And I'm just mixing that onto my brush, and I'm push all the way out. That should create a little definition between my rooftop and the trees that are occurring in the background. Look, get some more color. Go around this thing here. Oh yeah, I like that. It's starting to feel like this thing is coming together. I love it when we get to this point where all that wacky kind of brush stroking and scrubbing start to form this composition with unity and continuity and all of the itties that make it pretty. Hope everybody's having fun. I'm having a blast. Let's get over here. Look at what I've done. Ba-na. Okay, more people. We need more people. It's fun when people are standing around waiting for their tacos. Anything can happen. All right, let's see here. We need some more definition on this ceiling. I'm going to squeeze out some more white. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to need it. Squeezing out that white. So, there are many challenges that one must face when approaching the plein air lifestyle. The proper setup, the desire to execute, and then the reality of the situations once you arrive at a place you want to paint. I'm putting down some big brush strokes here. Heavy, thick piece painting strokes. Gonna get a little bit of the cerulean blue, mix it with some white, just like that. And then there is a sign that if I were standing before it, it would be reading Taqueria El CI. But I can't see anything other than a rectangle. And then I'm gonna get some of this. I'm not sure what that was. Was that orange or was that medium yellow? And I'm gonna brush it in down here because there's some sunlight falling onto the cement, and I think that color is gonna help create a little bit of a contrast. We're still working on getting rid of all the white primer that is peeking through on the canvas surface there. Back up, take a look at your taqueria. You're doing all right. You're doing all right. I should have started earlier. I always tell myself that. I should have started earlier. I should have had a bigger canvas. So many shoulda, coulda, wouldas. But don't let that stop you. I think too many people allow the shoulda, coulda, wouldas to keep them from doing what it is that their heart desires, and then they got to live with that for the rest of their being. No, that's a horrible way to live. Get out, do it. Be ridiculed. Realize that it's not for you. You're going to be better off. Better than wondering forever what would have happened if you would have. I'm squeezing out some Van Dyke Brown. Oh, Van Dyke Brown, how I have come to appreciate you. What am I going to do with it? I don't know. I had an idea when I first squeezed it out. I forgot completely. I think I'll just put it right here. There needs to be some shadow right there, some darker. Watch out for that. You know, that's a real roof. Just carrying that around, you know, paying mind to the structures that are on the roof, the brushstrokes we have already made, and where we are in regards to the painting process. All right, there's like this vent hood up here is doing its thing. There's some corrugated tin here. Highlight. Oh, I don't know if I wanted that one there. Well, we'll just brush it down. Something needs to happen here. There's a house back here that's really just like an orange color. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna put it down anyways. If I don't like this next move, I can take it away. I hope. All right, let's see. We're gonna put that. This is supposed to be the roof of a house in the background. Does it feel like it? It feels like a mistake. That's what it feels like. It's all right. We're gonna see. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. And we're gonna do that. Right. We're cutting in around all sorts of different shapes there. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be believable. There's some bricks down here. There, you know, there's some buildings across the street. They're insignificant. I don't know. Is it a house? Is it a commercial building? Who cares? We're focused on our tacos and our tacos only. But it plays on the composition, so at least the tonal values have to be right. The brush stroke, the je ne sais quoi. How's everybody doing? Oh, I tell you. Let me tell you about the taqueria. The taqueria is almost a side note in the order of things. It's one of those things that have occurred out of necessity. Because we don't stop eating. No, we don't stop eating. The worst of times, the best of times. We never stop eating. And we know this. Some of us do. And we know with a little discipline, ingenuity, and skilled labor, we can meet the need of our fellows. I need a dark color to underline. It's brown and some Prussian blue. We're gonna just do this number across the bottom, like so. More of that blue and brown mix. That's the roof edge. That's the roof edge right there. Voila. And then we're going to do a little bit more blue on this angle here at the right there. There's a couple of pipes sticking out here. One for the restroom. The restroom they said they didn't have. and then one to receive the electrical from. I understand why they told me they didn't have a restroom, but I really had to go. You know, I'm an artist. Treat me right. Some chingos de shingles right there. Chingos de shingles. It's starting to look like a taqueria. I would take a bite of it to see if it tasted like one, but no thank you. The Rolomatic. Let's see here. Oh, look. People waiting for tacos. Let's draw in some people waiting for tacos. We're going to get a little green, a little red. That's going to make a brown. Add some blue to darken that up. That's going to be the shadows of a taco waiter. Let's see. People standing around with their hands in their pocket, waiting for the tacos to be made. A little breeze coming through here, starting to feel good. I was dying earlier. I was sweating all over the place. Man, oh man. No relief. But now I've got some. Thank you. Gonna the vents to an outdated AC system. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Some blue right there, create some shadow. Taqueria LCI. And the vent hood right up here at the top, sticking out. Okay. When I envisioned this painting, it was very close to this. I'm glad that we're all here together today. Together. I'm stepping back to look at my painting here. There's some yellow. I need to squeeze some yellow out on my canvas. Let's do that. Let's do that right there. Ooh, that was a lot of yellow, but it's a good thing it wasn't actually on the canvas. Instead, I put it on the palette. Cleaning off my brush because I want that yellow to remain yellow until I put it wherever I put it. And that brush is kind of clean. We're going to do this number here. I don't know why, but it's creating a separation. The separation I felt I needed. And now I feel like it's too yellow. And that's all right, because sometimes any movement in any direction is the right thing. I'm backing up. Thanks for joining in. I'm glad to be here. You know, Juanan, I do what I can do. As artists, we must continue to share our inspirations with one another. I know you know that. I don't have to tell you. But I'm going to scrub in some orange and some yellow, and those are going to be the tops of these shingles. Chingos de shingles over here. Puros chingos aquí. Chingos de shingles. Yeah, it's like that on every canvas. You just gotta muddle your way through it to a point where all that you poured into it just kind of strikes an accord with the whole milieu of the painting. You get to a place where things just kind of sing, and that's when you gotta quit. That's when you call it quits on the piece. And hopefully you have another canvas close by, because sometimes when you get to that point, the quitting point, you have to take it. We're not there on this piece, not by any means. There's a lot to still work out, but when we get there, hopefully you can recognize it. If you're like me, oftentimes you want the painting experience to continue, and if you push it too much, you can overdo it. It's starting to feel like a building. It's starting to feel like a structure occurring in a 3D space. There's a lot of academia that goes on, despite the fact our laissez-faire approach. We still have academia that we must tip our hat to. We must recall the simple truisms that are life drawing and perspective. Despite the fact that I say perspective, I still abide by the rules of that. Although I might not want to, I don't see another way around it. So I draw what I see. I don't claim to be a poet. But there's something poetic to the simple agitations of a brush on a canvas trying to convey the physical reality that is before me. A reality that in some instances might be crude and brute, but from another angle or through a distant silhouette is beautiful. Because our existence is beautiful. You are beautiful. We are beautiful. Our chance to be here and experience this reality, it's a blessing. So take it for what it is. Enjoy it or not. Share it with your friends. You always do. Even if you don't try to. Whatever you're going for, it comes out in the things you do. People know. Look at that. That's a building in the background. There's some shadows happening. There's some bricks. And there's some shingles. Shingles de shingles. Aquí, way. We're waiting on tacos. Ain't nobody brought me a taco yet. Hey, stop flipping over, wind. I gotta turn my palette around because it keeps flapping over. The wind has changed directions. I got some blue. I got some red. I got some green. We're making a color of shadow because I want to cut in some shadows around here. Like that. There's a trash can with a trash liner. There's some shingles up here. Shingles to shingles. And some taco lovers waiting for their tacos. You might call it sloppy. I call it life. Siding all the way around, all the way down. Let's get that siding out everywhere. Everywhere you look, siding. Okay, back up. I need to get a smaller brush to do the next thing. I need a smaller brush. How's everybody doing? Are y'all painting? Anybody painting anything lately? Y'all should come along. Show me some of the stuff you're painting. Give me some inspiration. Tell me about some of your favorite places to paint. What are the things that you look for whenever you go out to make a painting? I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm asked that all the time. What makes you want to do the paintings that you do? I don't know. Sometimes I'm watching. Sometimes I'm driving by. Like, for example, this painting that I'm making here today. I've been driving by this place for weeks, months, years. And I've seen this place here. And I've always told myself, oh, I'm going to make a painting of that. Oh, I'm going to make a painting of that. Finally, here I am, making a painting of that. It might be the kiss of death. I don't know. I did that with some things. I finally made a painting of them, and they were gone. I'm not wishing upon Taqueria El CI. I just wanted to capture the people, the mix of people that come here to eat. You got people walking their dogs, all different variety of dogs too. And you got people who are working on the road construction nearby. You got people who are coming from the office buildings down the street. You've got artists, you've got moms and dads and lads and laddies coming around. All sorts of people enjoying the tacos from Taqueria El CI. Oh, what is that? Oh, I'm just putting some color down here. That's some sunlight reflecting off the cement. Okay. Do we have any brown? I need to mix up a little brown and purple with some white for my old-time unit, air conditioning unit up there. There's some light being reflected off this old aluminum. And there's a fart fan exhaust right over here. And then what is that? I don't know, but it's there. I'll put it in there. A shingle, a shingle, a shingle. Chingle, 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 chingle. Chingle and a chingle. We've been scrubbing, we've been rubbing, we've been painting. And it's coming together little by little, step by step. You gotta just stick with it. Believe in your drawing abilities. Life drawing, folks. It's one of the keys. I think I stress that on occasion for you to realize, you can't just expect to go step out into the sunlight and begin painting with your brush and your paints and expect that you're going to get something unless you put the time towards your drawing abilities. I draw with my colors, I draw with my brush, I draw with my paint, but all of it is drawing, live drawing. I draw from that I see. I'm gonna put some alizarin crimson on my palette, and then I'm gonna mix that alizarin crimson with some French ultramarine, and that's gonna give me the black for our patrons' t-shirts as they stand around waiting for their tacos. And not all of them are wearing black t-shirts, but it's a good base color. It's a good base color because from there, oh no, it's a cobalt blue. Oh, you tricked me. Well, we're going to take it anyways. We're going to take that cobalt blue with that alizarin crimson. It's a dark color. And we're going to put a curve of a spine there as it's leaning against a post. And the guy that was there originally has long gone and been replaced with a woman who is waiting for her tacos. We got a gentleman standing over here as he's waiting. They're all just little squiggles, really. But it works. Cut in that. We need a dark color up here. All the way across through here. There's a red line right there. We're going to do that again right there, right there, right there, all the way to there. And then we're going to... Alright, your taqueria, it should be feeling like a taqueria right now. That's starting to look pretty good. I think I'm going to order some food. That sign that's right in front of us, we're going to get a small brush and we're going to paint in Taqueria El CI right in this little area here. That's going to be a challenge. That's going to be some fun. Stick around. I'm bringing you in close for this one because what did I get myself into? That's what I tell myself right before these instances here when I start to make a difficult portion of the painting come to life. I'm bringing you in close. Forgive me if I don't speak, or if when I do speak I'm cursing, because I don't expect this to be very fun or pleasant. This is a very important part of the painting. I've got a paintbrush here that, well, it's a little stiff. I like the stiffness of it for this part of it. Okay, there's an L right here. Why? Because it will kind of help me to... It's like working with a pen. I'm getting better with my lettering. I will say that. It's like anything else. The more you do it, the better you get. But this font is full of serifs, and I wish they would have used a sans serif, but El CI, you know. There's the L. There's this C. Hey. 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 LC, hey. There's a hey and I. LC, hey. I see hey. I see hey. Okay, taqueria. T, give me a T. Give me an A. All right, clean your brush off. Roll it around on the palette. Pick up that red paint. Spin it so that you can get your bristles lined up in a nice tight. Ooh, the Q is going to be difficult. It's one of those fancy Qs with the thing that goes all the way like that. T A Q U. Some more. TAQU. E. I'm using the rest of my TUQUERIA. TAQUERI. Hey, taqueria. El C I. Okay. There's your taqueria. El CI. Do you believe it? Almost. I'm painting the car stops. I guess that's what they are. You know, they keep the cars from crashing into the building. It seems to work. The building's still here. It's been here for a long time. And this is the second building I've done here in the Bishop Arts. Just second, third, maybe fourth. I don't know. It's one of my favorite places to come visit because of the people. You get a blend of all types of people coming out here to enjoy the atmosphere of the Bishop Arts. It's a beautiful place to be. One of the lovely places of Dallas. There are so many places to go to experience the congeniality, Dallas, the good people. We're going to put in a little separation back here. Look at that. Around Glad everybody's having a good day. I hope you are anyways. And if you're in the neighborhood, stop by and say hi. Otherwise, just say hello there on the news feed. Drop in tell me where you're at in the comment section. Tell me where you like to paint and some of your painting experiences, and share some images online with us. We got a growing community of art lovers that follow me and watch the paintings that I make as I try and broadcast to you every day here at Live Local Artists. So pass it along to your friends. Tell your mom. Tell your mama. All right, look at that. There's my taqueria. Kind of crazy, huh? What a blast that's been. I'm stepping back to look at it for a moment. Compare that to, oh, I didn't draw the little guy there, and I need to do that. I'm talking about that guy standing behind it's hard to see. I don't know, he's carrying something. It looks like a beehive. Don't know what it is. Do you want to see? I'll show you later though. I'll post a picture of it. Right now I'm over here like in the midst of it. There needs to be something happening over here to separate the electrical lines coming in from the trees in the back. I hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing great. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad you're tuned in and watching. And if you're catching this a little bit later, thank you for coming in and checking out what we're doing. It's hard to be on all the time, but I try to get on when I can. Lately we've had a good stroke of some live paintings, and here I am, still doing it after all these years. Kind of like El Taqueria El CI, you know? In a changing landscape of arts and entertainment, of the way that people express and come together, here we are in front of this iconic building in the Oak Cliff, just outside of downtown Dallas, down the street from the Bishop Arts District, chilling and making a painting. Anyhow, I hope you've had a wonderful time watching me paint. I'm going to stick around here, make a few more adjustments to this canvas. All in all, you've had an opportunity to see me, to bring this imagery into the confines of my canvas. Of course, there's nothing like being here in real life, but secondhand smoke is all right too. We're going to get a little bit of blue there for that, for his outfit there. Is Chef carrying a beehive? Is that supposed to be a trompo? I don't know. I don't know. It's probably like hard to say. Maybe they ran out of funds to finish the painting. I don't know how that goes. I stopped doing that stuff a long time ago. Let's give him a face anyway. See, look, I take it home. I get to keep it. You don't like it, it's all right. No feelings, no hard feelings. I'm doing what I want to do. You're doing what you want to do, and all in all, our life goes on. I'm going to be touching up these people here. Maybe I should add some skin tones to their faces as they're waiting for their tacos. Okay, another beauty here in the cliff, Oak Cliff that is, at Taqueria El CI. I'm glad that you were able to join us today. I'm going to sign my name. just a little bit more, I can go all day. I really can. I mean, always little details that you can bring out that make it just pop out that much more. And I probably will after you're gone. I'm gonna go order some tacos and then hang out here, finish my painting up a little bit more, see what there is to see. Right down the road from the Bishop Arts. Maybe I'll go cruise around and maybe we'll see each other later. You know, it's not unheard of that I should make 2 paintings in a day. If you're enjoying what you've seen today, think about supporting me in some way. We have pottery for sale, paintings for sale, commissions. I can do your drywall. I can paint your house. Or you can just give me a tip at Venmo and PayPal. All sorts of ways that we can keep the arts flowing in Dallas, all over the world, and between you and I. Thanks for tuning in today, folks. I'm really glad you did. Have a nice day. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.